know if you don't hear the gospel, they didn't preach. I don't care how excited you got, and how good you feel about the choir singing and all those things, if the gospel was not preached, if you didn't hear Jesus' name, you wasted a good Sunday. Because it's all about Jesus. It's all about Jesus. And Mark got that. Mark understood that. And that's what you're going to find out in Luke's gospel. It's the shortest gospel, but he packs so much about Christ in it. And it's amazing. So we understand the name is Mark, but you know, there's three things that I want to pull out today very briefly. And then we'll get into the text next week. And I want you to see that in Mark's life, that Mark came from a very godly household. And it had a tremendous impact on his life. I want you to see that. I want you to see that Mark was influenced by people like Theodore Jones, godly men. It had an impact in his life. And I want you to see lastly that if you are impacted by a godly household, if you are impacted by godly people, eventually you'll have an impact on somebody else if you commit your life to Christ. I believe those two things are pivotal. I believe that the reason why we're having all the turmoil that we're having today is because it's not the church. Amen? It's the home. Amen. See, you come here for an hour. Amen? And you expect to change your life, and it's not going to happen. You send your kids here to Sunday school and the children's church, and you think that we're going to pour everything we got into them, and they're going to be okay. You send them to secular schools. Amen? I mean, I'm not knocking it. I'm just saying. You know where you're sending them. They're not going to get Christ there. And you got all of this going on in their life, and then you expect everything to come out all right, and you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing at home. It's not going to happen. And let me tell you, what we do here is a reflection of who we are at home. The church is a reflection of the home. Now, I know people can masquerade and make it fool, you know, but you know what? Sooner or later, the truth's going to come out. Oh, it's going to come out. We're going to see it. And unfortunately, if you're here, we're going to call you on. Yeah, we believe in church discipline. You act up, we point it out, we bring you in, we're going to talk to you. We ain't afraid. We say, well, we're going to lead the church. You ain't even in the church. Amen. If you even thought that right now, you don't even know where you are. This building is not the church. We are the church. Don't ever get that confused. And if you are afraid of somebody calling you up, they can call me up. Y'all know, I love Minister Wittenberg all my heart. This brother called me up. Amen. The men know. I told about this a couple of Tuesdays ago. That brother called me up. My wife has benefited from that. Brother stood right up in our session. He said, Pastor, you a bad example. I said, wait a minute, I'm the pastor. You don't spend no time with your wife. You're always here with us. You're doing these types of things, you know. He says, you're a bad example. And you know, I couldn't argue with that. See, it was the truth. And see, if you're afraid of the truth, you're not where you think you are. Because that's the only thing that will help you, as the Bible says, will set you free. That's the truth. And sometimes the truth doesn't feel good. But it helps. And we have to understand one thing is that the patterns of our household need to change. And we shouldn't be watching more cable than we're reading Word. Amen. more cable than we are reading Word. And for those of you who have young children, which I don't have anymore, I have young adults. That ignorant box is not a babysitter. I know you're tired. There's a lot of single moms here. I'm going to point out some things about single moms in here that, now I don't know if Mary was a single mom, but there's no mention of mom's dad. Or in any of the literature you read. They talk about Mary. His mom. And his mom pretty much had a stable environment in the household. Amen. I'm not making this up. Let's go to Acts 12. Oh, it's in there. You don't know where to go. Acts 12. And I'm going to show you the influence of a godly household. By the way, while you're turning down, put my plug in. Y'all know today we start our marriage enrichment program, right? Yes. Amen. It's open to everybody. We'll start at 2 o'clock, so you get a chance to leave here at 12, get something to eat at McDonald's. And come back. And we're going to talk about what it really means to have a godly marriage. Amen? And it's open to everybody. If you're married, if you're thinking about getting married, if you just want to know what married folk do, or if you want to make sure you don't want to get married. Amen? It's open to everybody. Because we're going to talk about what it really means to have a godly marriage. Because I still believe it starts at home. Are you there? Acts 12, look at verse 1. It says, now about that time, Herod the king stretched out his hand to harass some from the church. Amen? Then he killed James, the brother of John, with the sword. And because he saw that it pleased the Jews, he proceeded further to seize Peter also. Now it was during the days of the unleavened bread. So when he had arrested him, he put him in prison and delivered him to 4 squads of soldiers. He didn't want his brother to get out, amen? To keep him, intended to bring him before the people after the Passover. In other words, Peter was done. Amen? He was next. Amen. But verse 5 says, Peter was therefore kept in prison, but constant prayer was offered to God for him by the church. Now remember that phrase, by the church. Amen? I want you to remember that. It was constant prayer made by the church. Now I'm going to show you where the church was. Verse 6, and when Herod was about to bring him out that night, Peter was sleeping, bound with 2 chains between the 2 soldiers, and the guards before the doors were keeping the prison. Now behold, an angel of the Lord stood by him, and light shone in the prison, and he struck Peter on the side, and raised him up, like what Larry did to me, struck me on my side. Amen? Saying, arise quickly, and his chains fell off his hands. Then the angel said to him, gird yourself, tie up your sandals. And so he did. And he said to him, put on your garment and follow me. So he went out and followed him and did not know that what was done by the angel was real, but thought he was seeing a vision. When they were past the first and the second guard post, they came to the iron gate, which actually opened by itself, that leads to the city, which opened to them on its own accord. And they went out and went down one street, and immediately the angels departed from him. Here we go. And when Peter had come to himself, amen, he said, look, now I know for certain that the Lord has sent his angel and has delivered me from the hand of Herod and from all the expectations of the Jewish people. Verse 12. So when he had considered this, he came to the house of Mary, the mother of, who is John Mark, right? Surname Mark, where many were gathered together praying. So where's the church? In his house. It's at Mary's house. Amen. I want to show you that in that particular part right here is that Mary's household was known for where folk were gathering who were saved. Amen? Because this is no ordinary time. This is a time where the church is being persecuted. That's why James was killed. Amen? He was persecuting the church. James was killed. Peter was next. So it wasn't a popular thing to be going around saying, I'm having a prayer meeting at my house. Amen? But see, Mary didn't care about that. Mary cared about the fact that she was serving God. And she trusted God. And she had a young man there who had to come up with the right scruples and had to understand that this is what's really important. Why? Because now what you don't know, and I did it for my research, so you will know, is that Mary and them were well off. They had fun. As a matter of fact, you don't have a house in those days if you didn't have fun. Tell me somebody. So they had fun. So you can deduce that from the scriptures. They had fun. And the house was pretty big. Why? Because they had separate rooms. They had a prayer room. It's even believed that through research, is that this is the same house that Jesus actually had the upper room experience in. We can't confirm that, but this is how big they believe the house was. So they were well off, and they were doing okay. But she was willing to jeopardize it all for the cause of Christ. That she might raise her son up in a godly household. Amen. And she wanted him to understand what was important in life. Moms, dads, we got to get our kids to understand what's really important in life. It's not graduating from Harvard. It's being saved. And we have to get them to understand that. We put so much emphasis on education, and I'm not knocking that. But your spirituality is much more important than any education you'll ever receive. And I'm not saying that because I'm a pastor. I'm saying that because your eternal salvation depends on it. And we have to get our kids to understand that. People tell me we're losing a generation. I'm going to show you, Mark wasn't that good. Mark made some mistakes. But I think it was the foundation that he had in his household. It was the godly men that were around him that put him in a position where God would use him later on to actually write the gospel. It's not that we have perfect kids. That's right. We have a perfect God. Yes, sir. And that's who we put our trust in. Amen? It has to be in God. Got a couple of families here that will be delivering in about a month. 1 month. Got one over there in about 2 months. 3 months. Amen. Anybody else? Somebody ain't telling me how many months. We're going to find out. You can't keep that secret forever. How many months? 4 months, brother. Amen. 4 months. See, and they start off now praying for your child even while he's yet in the womb. Amen. When he comes out, you don't just sit in the Sunday school. You go to Sunday school with them. In home, you give them what? Family and secret devotion. What? They got to know what's important at home. They need to know that. Mary established a kind of a household. And he said, well, how do you know all that? Because you got to understand that I'm smart. Not quite. I love doing research. And this is very simple. Peter. The reason why I read the whole thing, just to go to verse 12, because you understand the whole context. Peter. I just told you. Herod, now remember, Herod was rough boy. Amen. You got to know about Herod. Herod was he was just a complete. You remember Idi Amin? Idi Amin had nothing on Herod. Amen. He made Idi Amin look like a saint. I'm serious. And here's this guy who already killed. He didn't have no fear of God. God took care of him now. Yeah, really good. God took care of him, brother. But he had no fear of God. He would kill God's manservant. And look, they said, hey, hold Peter to after the Passover, and we're going to get to him next. Because it pleased the people. He's a politician. They'll do whatever they got to do to please the people. He wanted to do, he didn't have to get votes. He was a king. But follow me and Peter. I got to hurry up because my time does go fast. I love doing this, but the time goes fast. Look at Peter. Put yourself in Peter's shoes. Peter like was dreaming at first. He just knew he was dead. He did. Peter actually knew he was dead. He said, I ain't getting out of this one. His brother got all these men out there, guard me, got me chained here and there. I'm about to just go to sleep and wait till it's time for me to die. He was trying to get out. And so he said, when the angel came, He thought he was in the vision. He thought he was dreaming. He said, okay, well, if God will do it, this is how you probably do it. I just walk past the gods, and they still be asleep, and I just keep on going on up there. I want to make sure you're not awake, you know. And I get on outside, but he said, when he got outside, the wind hit him. He said, this must be real. And the Bible says he came to himself, which means it's time for me to get up out of Dodge. I can't be hanging around here no more. See you later, angel. Now here's a man who knows his life is in jeopardy. You know who Herod is. Why would you stop at somebody's house? Got it? You must know something's going on there. This wasn't no one-time occasion. He went there. This man is in fear of his life, but before he leaves town, because he's leaving town. But before he leaves town, he says, let me stop by the church. Let me stop by the church and let the church folk know what's going on and how good God is. See, you gotta let somebody know how good God is when he delivers you out of all those things. He said, let me show it. Let me go down Mary's house. When he go to your house. I just slipped out. I'm sorry. But what do you even think about coming by your house? Would the Lord, by mistake, but you don't make any, lead him by your house? See, that's what I'm saying. Somebody ought to know in your household they can come there, there'd be a place of refuge. That when they are in need and when they're going through something, they ought to be able to come by your house because they know that there's a praying household right there. They know that there's the fear of God, and that's where the word of God is going to be lifted up, and that's where somebody's going to be praying for them. And guess what? Mark saw all this growing up. And he understood what was going on. He knew that this wasn't a great thing to be going on because, see, that's why they had to do it in seclusion. They had to be in hideout. You got to know Jesus figured that out. Mom, why are we doing this behind closed doors? Mark, let me tell you, if somebody sees us, we could get hurt. What do you mean, Mom? Well, there are people who don't like what we're doing because we're serving Christ. Why don't they like Christ, Mom? You ever get those guys that just keep going on and on and on? But you know what? That's good stuff. When your child, Mom, why are we going to church on Sunday? Boy, just get in the car. They don't need that for an answer. I know it happened, but you know. Well, son, the reason why we're going to church is because we believe in Jesus Christ. Mom, who is Jesus Christ? Ask the pastor. See, your household ought to be a place of refuge where your children get the answers they need about Christ. That's what we do here. We are an equipping station. We are equipping the saints to do the work of the ministry. It is not my responsibility, believe it or not, to raise your children spiritually. It's not. It's my job to equip you that you might raise them up in the admonition of the Lord. And you want to be a godly household where you live. Not just plaques. As for me and my house, we will serve the Lord. And I'll come by your house one day and you'll be watching BET. Something wrong with that. And you say, quick, honey, TBS, whatever. Just pass it on. And see, what you don't get is that you can't fool the ones who live with you. Your children. When we look for officers of the church, when we look for some new deacons and new officers, you know what? We're not going to your job if you got a family. You know what I'm doing? Hey, Ian. What you want, Pastor? I want to talk to you about your day. We're thinking about making him one of the officers of the church. Now, if he starts doing that, thank you, Ian. Because that's where I'm going to get the truth from. I'm not going to your coworker. Oh, he's a great guy. He does this. That's not real. Because you talk to me about your coworker. You don't even like him. You don't even like your job. They had to go to work today. Well, I'm going to ask him where I know you are at your best behavior, and that's in your home. I'm going to get the truth. That's right. I'm not even going to ask your wife. Because your wife, when you get ready to talk to me, and you look at her, I ain't getting no truth there. Ain't happening. But I gotta hurry up. But I want you to understand, Mark had a godly household. Amen. His mom made sure. Amen. Mom, she made sure of it. Again, I don't know what his father is. His father's not mentioned here. And I will tell you this. Again, this is from biblical study. If his dad was very instrumental in his life, it would have been noted. They will list males in there before they list females. Amen. That's just the way it is. Not chauvinistic. Amen. It's just the way it is. And so they said Mary's house, the dad wasn't there. We don't know if he died. We don't know what happened to him. But all I want you to understand is that at this point in time, Mark was still very young. And he was being raised in a godly household. Got it? So much so that he wanted to